Hi guys, welcome back. In today's video, we will be talking about the Q3FY25 of the luggage, of the luggage industry, and we will be going in depth and talking about four companies. That is VIP Industries, Safari Industries, Brand Concept, and Swiss Military Consumer Goods. Okay, so the first one we'll be talking about is VIP Industries. Now, before I go in detail and talk about any company, let us understand what is the landscape of the entire luggage industry is like. Okay, so first of all, if you look at into this luggage industry, one was over this year, especially in the starting of this year, we've seen that the demand has been going downhill. And now it is not just with the luggage industry. If you take any retail kind of industry that is there, right, you've seen that the demand has been very meek, whether it is clothes, whether it is footwear, whether it is paints or QSR, you see the demand has been extremely meek. I believe in the retail category, the only two categories that are doing really well in the retail space is the value fashion apparel that we have, and the second is the jewelry category that we have, right? These are the only two spaces that are doing well. So the luggage industry के साथ जो हो रहा है, it is not new thing. It is a part and parcel of the entire downtrend that we are seeing in the retail space. Okay, now what we are seeing in this quarter, at least a little bit, what is there, the demand that is there, it is slowly picking up. At least it is better than what it used to be in Q2 and Q1, right? It is better than that, and Q4 that is there, it is looking hopeful. So there looks like things have are slowly picking up in a positive momentum or in a positive direction. Okay, other than that, if you look at the entire luggage industry again, you can divide it into two categories. One is your hard luggage and the other one is your soft luggage. Hard luggage is, it has that metallic surface, right? It doesn't break easily. Uska dent utna, you don't get the dent so easily and all, right? The new age luggage that you see now, all that Safari, VIP, Tommy Hilfiger and all, you see, right, it has a very hard cabinet, hard structure. This is called as your hard luggage. Okay, now with hard luggage, what has happened is, earlier if you see, there was a duopoly, right? In the entire luggage industry, agar aap dekhte ho, there was a duopoly. There was hardly VIP and Safari. There were no new age brand. Similarly, like how it was in paint industry. Remember, in paint industry earlier, kaun tha? Sirf Asian Paints and Berger Paints. Duopoly tha, right? In the organized space. Similarly, these two people enjoyed the duopoly ka status. But slowly, kya hua? We've seen a resurgence of new brands such as Brand Concept, Swiss Military, or we've seen, all this. I think one of the latest brand you can see everywhere is Mocobra, right? So we've seen many such brands like this, that has come into the new age luggage space that is there. Now these new age brands, right, they are coming, what is their advantage? Either, they are positioning themselves as a very premium brands, right? So they're not facing that cutthroat in terms of price, and they're able to protect, their margins and everything. They're bootstrapped, and they have self-sufficient cash flows. Or the second category over here is, these people are new age startups and they're funded heavily by these VCs and other private equity. So उनका cash का कोई problem ही नहीं है, and they can go heavily into discounting, 100 types of discounting they can go, and it is not hurting them. Okay, so this is one problem in the hard luggage, where you're not able to increase the price, and since there are new categories coming, for you to position yourself as better than that category, you have to give discount on your product. Okay, that is one problem. The second is, soft luggage. Soft luggage क्या होता है? Soft luggage, आपका जो the बाहर part of the luggage is there, it is made up of a cloth or it is made up of a fabric. Okay, so now whenever you go out to the airport or railway station, you see, you quiz yourself कि like ये soft luggage है, ये hard luggage है, ठीक है? So soft luggage is that type. Soft luggage में क्या हो रहा है? Again, soft luggage में इतना inventory का pile up हुआ है over the year that now they have to get rid of all this inventory because they are not moving only slow moving inventories है, ठीक है? Now if it is a slow moving inventory, it is not fast moving, what do you have to do? Again, you have to give some discount and get rid of this, get rid of this goods, and you have to liquidate your channels and everything, right? So either ways, do you see, hard luggage and soft luggage, which are the two most part in your luggage industry, यहाँ पे दोनों में यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? Price wars हो रहा है, और if not, you are not able to increase the price. Now do you understand the huge problem यहाँ पे in the entire luggage industry कहाँ हो रहा है at the end of the day? ठीक है, this is the entire, if you look at the entire industry, अगर आप देखते हो, this is a very common narrative across all the companies, not just one or two, but across all the companies. ठीक है, now let us go in depth and see किसका क्या result है, क्या numbers है, and how much are they suffering from this problem. ठीक है, first one, let us talk about VIP industries. Now VIP industries, what do? They have different brands such as VIP, Skybag, Aristocrat, Carlton London. You might have seen all these all these brands, Caprese, right, all these brands, it is owned by VIP itself, okay. Now over here what does VIP do? यहाँ पे इनका भी like they have different trade channels, right, like they sell it in online, वो खुद का stores है, का modern trade है, distribution sector and all of it, ठीक है. If you look at over here इनका अगर आप देखते हो, I'll give you the numbers first. Sales is down by 8%. अगर आप उनका profit देखते हो, इस बार in this quarter they posted a loss of 7 crore versus a profit of 12 crore in last Q3. EBITDA margin is at 6.8%. Last quarter, I mean last Q3 में EBITDA margin was 10.2. And then the last thing is over here is the volume growth. Volume growth has been 13%. In fact, the market share right now they own 40% market share in the luggage industry. As to earlier in the earlier quarter it was 38%. Now, do you see one thing over here? When the two most important part in any retail part we talk about is volume growth and value growth. Okay. Now, do you see over here volume growth is up? Volume growth is not like something यहाँ पे negative में चल रहा है या कुछ, volume growth is good. Volume growth is at 13%. Market share भी यहाँ पे increase हुआ है. Market share also has been gained. Okay. But do you see one thing? At what cost? Because when we talk about anything, whether it is volume, whether it is value, anything that we see, right, we have two categories, volume growth and value growth. We need both in an ideal condition, but you do not need volume growth at the cost of value growth, which means यहाँ पे जो यह volume growth जो 13% का आया है, यहाँ पे जो market share they have increased, it is at a cost of profitability. That is why you see the bottom line is gone for a toss, right? 7 crore का loss है, EBITDA margin is down. What has happened over here? These people have been giving heavy discounting. जो luggage 400 जो luggage 4000 5000 में बिक रहा था, now they're selling that same luggage at 1000 1500. Do you understand that immense price cut, that price war that is going on? Like I told you in the beginning of the video, right, what is the problem that is faced? They are not able to increase the price in hard luggage, and जो soft luggage में है, there has been a heavy discounting. But overall I would say at least VIP का the situation is far better than what it was in Q2, right? In Q2 they had posted a loss of 33 crores odd. I think it is much better than that, because in Q2 they had two problems. One is in Bangladesh को उनका जो factory था, there was problem regarding production and everything. That has been sorted out in this quarter. It is all well and fine. The second was in Q2, right? If you remember, in Q2 months we have this Flipkart का big billion day sale होता है, Amazon का भी एक we have a sale in Amazon also, across e-commerce platform we have sale. Now what had happened over here, these e-commerce channels that are there now, they were selling the price of these luggages at like मतलब पूछो ही मत. Let's say if it is a 5000 का luggage, they're selling at 1500 rupees. Now think about it, right? Let's say in Amazon, if you're getting a VIP ka luggage at 1500 and you're going to a shop, let's say Safari ka shop, or somewhere, and there the price is 5000 ka luggage they're showing at 3500. Amazon में उसी luggage का 1500. Where will you go and purchase? You will obviously go and purchase at Amazon ना. So as a result, ये जो modern trade है, ये जो distribution का जो channel है, जो partners है, they were like, bro, we're not going to take your luggage off because these people are giving at such a heavy discounting. They might have the money to burn that money. I don't have it, right? And I can't give at that discount. And if I'm not giving at the same discount as what Amazon and Flipkart are giving, consumers are not buying, right? So they faced a lot of pressure from this distribution channel, because distribution channel people were not ready to take their mal and sell it later. So as a result, what happened? These people were facing, VIP was facing a lot of trouble. Like, bhai dekh, because ultimately you can't let go of the distribution channel. They are most important to you. At the same time, you can't let go of e-commerce also, right? Because e-commerce, quick commerce, ab jo bhi bolo, that is where the new age trend is it, right? You can't tell like I will ever sell my product in e-commerce or quick commerce mein, right? That is also there. So they came into this agreement with this e-commerce people, that they set up this minimum price कि like जो भी ये product है, you cannot sell, no matter what discounting you're giving, you cannot sell beyond this price. Let's say if the minimum price of this luggage is 4000 rupees, it is that you can't go and sell even at 3999. Okay, so as a result, abhi, they've been able to settle that dispute, and all is well and good now across the different channel partners. But do you see one thing with VIP? They ultimately over here volume growth hai, market share also has been increased, but it has been increased at a cost of profitability. VIP is a good example of a company that is able to sell their product, is able to increase their market share, but यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? They do not have a pricing power, so it is as good as useless if you're increasing your market share by reducing your bottom line over here. ठीक है? The second company will be doing is Safari Industry. Safari Industry is also in the same league, right? Very old age brand है. And उनका अगर आप split देखते हो, 54% comes from hard luggage and 46% comes from your soft luggage. Okay. And here also the same thing. Sales is up by 14%, PAT is down by 20%, right? These people are also doing the same thing only they're doing. इनका भी वही problem है कि like pricing power में इतना आ चुका है. See, because see, there are four players in this category. Okay, four main players. Let's say for example now one person is selling luggage at 2000 rupees, other person is selling luggage at 3000. There comes a premium brand now that is selling at 8000 rupees में एक luggage खरीद रहा है. Now what will happen? Usually one person will go out of business. It will be a person who's selling at the least amount of price, right? 2000 rupees में जो बेच रहा था. Now he will start selling instead of 2000 1500. Then जो 4000 में बेच रहा था, now he will come at 3500. So as a result अभी इतना discounting यहाँ पे space में चल रहा है ना, it is like whoever either you don't let the person who is selling at a higher price win, at the same time आप भी नहीं, you're also not winning because you're giving so much discounting कि like आप you are only causing suicide to your own company. That is how it is. ठीक है. Safari doesn't do any con call or so there is no much update regarding the company. But one thing that is there with both VIP and Safari is these people are pushing more and more towards a premium brand, because when you have your VIP ka brand and sky bags and all, here again you have to give heavy discounting. So even VIP is focusing on their premium brands such as Aristocrat and Carlton. So they can at least reduce the discounting ka pressure that is coming on them. Similarly, Safari also, they have this new brand called as Urban Jungle, where they're selling a bit of premium goods, and as a result they can protect their margin. Okay. The third company we will be doing is Swiss Military Consumer Good. Now even this company, Swiss Military Consumer Good, इनका थोड़ा business model अलग है compared to the other companies. They have three branches. Okay, one is where they sell luggage, which is the most important part of the revenue. ठीक है. The second part of the revenue is where they're selling home appliances like egg boiler, mixer, rice cooker and all of this. The third branch is they're selling electronic goods such as like आपका headphones हो सकता है, Bluetooth wireless headphones, आपका charging जो plug point है, 3-in-1 charging plug points, all of this they are selling. Okay, so this is a three different branches, but luggage is where most of the revenue contribution is coming from. Even here also these people are more focused in hard luggage because that is where the trend is. Okay, and recently these people they were in they उनका एक capex चल रहा था, एक बहुत बड़ा capex in Faridabad, where the total cost of the capex was around 56 crore, and it is like a 1.21 acre का land था, and they wanted to set up their own manufacturing facility, and it was supposed to be commenced in December 2024, that is just last year, and it has been commenced, and it is up to it has been commenced, and I would say it would continue to add in revenue probably in Q4 or in the next financial year. उनका कहना है कि like once this plant is in full production, right? Obviously any plant doesn't go into full production in a quarter or two. It takes time, and when it will happen, it can contribute around 150 crore in terms of top line. आप बोल सकते हो, ठीक है? So even here also the same thing. If you look at it, sales is up by 15% and PAT is flat over here. Why? The same situation like any other, because these people are giving heavy discounting. There is no way out of it. Okay. The last company over here is Brand Concept. As you know, Brand Concept over here, if you look at Brand Concept, yeah, if you look at Brand Concept, unlike the other three companies who has their own manufacturing facilities, khud ka brand and everything, Brand Concept uses a third party brand. Let's say for example Tommy Hilfiger, United Colors of Benetton, Aeropostale. So what all these international brands that are there, they have a license to manufacture and sell these brands. They have a license to sell these brands under their brand name called as Brand Concept. Okay, so these people have that licensing agreement. Income majority of the revenue comes from this brand called Tommy Hilfiger. Around 75 to 80% of the revenue comes from Tommy Hilfiger. Now in this major brand जो है, the Tommy Hilfiger का brand, it has been a very muted growth. इसका growth जो है, it has degrown by 2% over here. ठीक है? So that is why you see overall, if you look at it, sales hardly grew by 2%, and PAT that is there, PAT fell by a whooping 60%. Now, why is that brand concept in spite of being a very premium brand? Because if you look at VIP, Safari, Swiss Military Consumer Goods, these people sell, maximum is like 7,000 to 8,000. ठीक है, उनका जो सेट ही है, right, set only, like the 3 piece का luggage set आता है ना, that only goes up to maximum 11 to 12,000. versus Tommy Hilfiger का एक आपका एक cabin का जो बैग है, that will cost around 5 to 6,000, and जो set है 3 piece का जो set है, it comes up to like 24 to 25,000. So the question is कि like like why in spite of being a premium brand over here, you suffered the most over here? Because brand concept is not willing to give discounts at all, right? Unlike the other three brands that were giving discount, heavy discounting in order to get rid of their slow moving liquidity को करने के लिए, the slow moving channel they were giving, or to compete with the other brands, in terms of hard luggage, they were giving you the discount. Brand concept told, I do not want to play that game because I am a premium brand, I will not play that game. So as a result, इनमें क्या हुआ, इतना बड़ा डिफरेंस आ गया है अभी इस प्राइस पॉइंट में, that nobody is choosing to buy only over here. ठीक है, so इसके लिए उनका ये muted growth आया है. You can see that their store addition is going on really well, everything is going on really well, but having said that, volume growth is not there, as a result sales growth is not there, and on top of that, these people have got against the tide. If all the three companies are giving discount over here, these people have increased the price by 8 to 9%, right? Like that has been what has been going on. To give you like, a lot of you might question over here कि like भाई Tommy इतना बड़ा brand है, right? Why is it they're not able to survive it in spite of having that, in spite of you having a brand, why are you not able to protect your margin? Like I told you, right? Like let's say for example VIP जो है, it used to sell bags at 2,000 3,000 rupees, let's say 3,000 rupees. On the other hand, Safari was selling bags at 4,000 rupees. Okay, Swiss Military Goods was selling bags at 5,000 6,000 rupees. I'm giving an example. And Tommy Hilfiger is selling एक luggage का bag at 8,000 rupees. Now somebody has to lose in the business. Now VIP started giving discount. Instead of 2,000, they are giving discount at 1,500. Looking at that, Safari, who was selling its bag at 4,000, started selling at 2,000, and Swiss Military Goods, which was selling at 6,000, started selling at, let's say, at 3,000. I'm giving an example. ठीक है, all of these people gave a discount. ठीक है, earlier इतना कुछ फर्क नहीं था. Earlier तो 5,000 and 8,000 था, उसमें difference कितना ही था. But now अभी क्या हुआ है, VIP का एक बैग आपको 1,000 में मिल रहा है, Tommy Hilfiger का 8,500. On top of that, आप you think about it, 8 to 9%, 8 to 9% का price increase, right? Now the difference is between 1,000 rupees का एक bag and 8,000 rupees का bag. The price of these hard luggages has become equal to the price of a branded shirt, right? In fact, उनका कहना है कि like branded shirts that are there are selling, you go and you get Armani का shirt at 10,000 versus अभी आपको एक branded एक bag मिल रहा है कि like hard luggage मिल रहा है 2,000 रुपए का. That is how bad the discounting is in the industry. So obviously यहाँ पे brand concepts को बहुत घाटा पड़ेगा ना, because the difference is between 1,000 rupees का bag and 8,000 rupees का bag. Now you can tell कि like consumer sentiment is down and whatsoever, you can blame the consumer, but you tell me at the end of the day, when there is this huge of a price gap that is there, which consumer would prefer आपका 8,000 rupees का bag? At the end of the day, the question also comes कि like how long can these companies continue to discount? Because one day this discounting has to come to an end, right? Because ultimately if you keep giving this kind of discounts, you're only going to kill yourself. Because if you look at all the three companies, right, especially if you look at VIP and Safari, उनका margins तो is like come under the water, it is the margins. Profitability भी गया at the end of the day. So what is left at the end of the day? Nothing, right? So they will have to come up. इसलिए the brand concept is like, see, I will never go into this pricing war again. I know who I am as a brand and I will never do. But as a result, I understand now that I'm not taking part in this pricing war that is there. We will also have to pay the price कि like हमारा sales भी जा रहा है, it will impact the profitability one way or the other. That is how it is. So what we are doing is, let's say if there is any slow moving goods, let's say that good has not been, you're not able to liquidate it, it is there in our channel for a very long period of time, then only we will give discounting on that. Other than that, we will go against the tide and we will we will increase the price. Okay? So that's it with the entire luggage industry. If you look at it, luggage industry is a great example, I would say. In the workshop when we discussed, right, we discussed 4 categories of volume as well as value growth, right? And in that there was one category where you're getting volume growth at the cost of value growth, which means what? आपका pricing power नहीं है, right? In order to compete with your competitors, you have to give discounts, right? And this is one category we stay away from, because ultimately if your volume growth is coming at the cost of value growth, it is going to affect your bottom line, it is going to affect your margins, and that is exactly what we've seen in the entire luggage industry, right? Everybody is suffering as a result. In order to compete with one another, they're actually killing themselves over here. Okay, very very brutal case in the entire luggage space. And I would be probably like this is one space, probably it would take longer period of time to come out of it. Hopefully everybody का कहना है कि like this entire pricing, this entire discounting that is there, it will be over by FY26. And in FY26 everybody should do well, the margin should come back to normal, probably to 12% or so. They should be able to do it, EBITDA margins. We will see how it goes, but as of now it is a very very uninteresting space, and lot of problems especially due to competition is arising over here. Okay, so that's that. Just a small thing like regarding the workshop over here, as you would all know, we would be hiking up the prices of the workshop starting from March 14th, which is during Holi. We would be increasing the price from 999 to 1999, and that is how we're going to be going ahead with it. And yeah, that's that I had to inform y'all, and I hope y'all had a y'all could learn something from this entire video, especially regarding volume and value and how do you differentiate it, and when do you see volume is important, when value growth is important, when having one is not better than the other, and all of it. Okay, so that's it for today's video. Take care. Bye.